Ambassador D.
Yes, my people.
Godfather.
This is my advice to those working in the disability sectors around the world. Please and please and please, this is a new year. Don't bring policies and procedures that has to do with health industry into your home. Especially those who are working in disability sectors, aged care, nurses, and law firm. If you are married and you are having a healthy relationship, please never use those policies and procedures in your marriage home. Majority of people today are divorced or separated because they try to use the policies and procedures of their working environment to run their home. At the end of it all, everything is scattered. A home that involves a police, once you pick a phone and call the police into your home, that home is scattered. It's finished forever. There's no going back. I've never heard it before that a police visited a marriage home and that home was okay. Probably be okay in Africa, with just things might not go the other way. But right here, where we live in Australia, in the Western world, if you call police on anyone, that relationship is finished. So likewise, those that is working in the disability sections, never use that policies and procedures to run your home. Because that policies and procedure is a veto power given to client or participant that you are looking after. They can ruin your life at any given spot. So if you are working in that industry, always watch your shoulder. Half of the time, the people that have issues in that industries are their staff members, because they're either looking for promotions or they are looking for favor from the supervisors or manager to have more shift. They will backstab you and dub you in. Most of the time, you'll be stepped down and you probably stay longer than expected before you'll be able to be called back home to come and work again. So majorities of the reports that is going on in that sector are false report. But because the companies, organizations want to keep their profile running because they want more money and they want more client, they will step you down. In most cases, it will take them months and months before the investigation will go on. And in most cases, they will not even look at your evidence. They'll just make their decision like, when the foul poo, that's it. That's how they come up with their decision. They don't care. And especially when you work with the supervisors who is a loner. A loner are people who don't have anyone. They believe only in themselves. They want to be them by themselves without taking other people's into consideration. They act at random. They don't care. Such people, if you are working with them, look for a place to escape. If you want to stay in that house, never breach any policies, whether it's missed medications or communications that has to do with the client or with other staff. We have to be very careful. But I would not advise anyone to work in a very unhealthy environment. When you are working in an unhealthy environment, your mind will not be settled. You're always going to be working with panicking, because in most of these big companies, they don't care about you because you can easily be replaced, because there are so many workers out there who is looking for a shift. So as a result of that, they don't give a damn about you. So the same thing applicable to your home. If you bring that policies and procedure in your hand and bring it home, that means you have a veto of power that can ruin your life, ruin your children's life, and ruin the marriage and the relationship or friendship that you have with anyone. Because that power is a veto power. I don't know how the government come about it. It's everything you do is about them. So if you are with that policy, it becomes about you. The many people they don't matter. So this is my advice. Do not ever bring that policies and procedures into your home. You will ruin it. The police will come. The police will not even listen to the person you are reporting. It has happened several occasions. At work, I've noticed it, I've seen it, I've read about it. But my advice to the people working in these industries should not use those policies and procedures to destroy their home. I've did these videos, this is the third time I'm doing this video, trying to advise people in this industry. It's a very toxic environment, and it's over toxic. The government need to have a look at it and make sure that the staff that are working in these industries also have a say in anything that pertains to their own life. I understand you want to look into the human rights, you are looking into the welfare, you are looking into the anything that has to do with advocacy about the less privileged, the poor. But also, you have to give some privileges to the staffs that work in this industry. Any report can sink the staff. But because the industry is like a good mine, nobody cares about you. And once you have been reported, and that's it. You take heaven and earth for you to come back. My people, be wise. Happy New Year.